Hello everyone, and welcome to this exclusive event dedicated to the impact of artificial intelligence on industry. AI is at the heart of this event, but it's also the form in which it will be delivered to you. So it's possible that the voice, the language, or even some of the content shared today may seem different from what you're used to seeing and hearing. The main advantage for participants is that they're listening to this session in their preferred language, whether it's English, Spanish, French, or Arabic. To start, we'd like to share key insights on AI's role today in our society and in industry before hearing from Manish Kumar, CEO of SolidWorks World, on the current and future role of AI in new Dassault Systems solutions in general and SolidWorks in particular. We'll then have the pleasure of hearing from Frédéric Vacher, Director of Innovation at Dassault Systems, who will share use cases from industrial clients who were the first to place AI at the core of their projects and products. We'll finish with a simple question that has a complex answer. As an industrial company, where do I start if I really want to benefit from this AI revolution? Since a visual is worth 1,000 words, here's an illustration that lets us see the increasingly rapid occurrence of innovations and, above all, the ever greater impact on society and daily human life. AI will very likely have an even stronger and faster impact than the advent of the cloud or the internet. Let's begin by exploring AI's place in the world today. In business terms, this market is expected to multiply 4 or 5 times in the next 5 years. As we recently saw, OpenAI, the company that created ChatGPT, raised $6 billion, with a total valuation estimated at $157 billion. Very impressive. The number of users is expected to at least double over the same period, with, as of today, half of businesses having already started integrating it into their daily operations. Why, you might ask? Well, in most cases to improve operations, IT, and assist employees. But some also use it to streamline customer relations, perform inventories, produce content, or recruit faster. Let's start by defining AI. According to Oxford Languages, it's a technology that enables tasks typically performed by human intelligence, like visual recognition or translation, for example. Then, if we apply it to industry, we see visual perception used in automated production line inspections or voice recognition in call automation. Some industries are also working on advanced forms of AI that combine several complex tasks, such as autonomous driving in transportation or smart factory management. For a more technical definition of AI, it's based on the well-known large language models, or LLMs. LLMs use algorithms to analyze vast amounts of data and provide plausible responses. To strengthen these models, supervised learning on known data can be used, for instance, to detect defects. Alternatively, unsupervised learning can be applied on raw data. This is used, for example, in quality control or predictive maintenance. Lastly, reinforcement learning improves a model using reward or penalty systems. For example, in industrial robotics, it can optimize production processes, like a robotic arm aiming to maximize efficiency. All right, I'll soon leave it to the experts, but I'll finish with some recent AI updates for industry. First, Dassault Systems announced a promising partnership with Mistral AI to integrate these LLMs into an augmented digital twin for its clients. I'm eager to see the benefits this will bring to our clients. As AI generates as much excitement as it does concern, the European Union has created a new AI law, the AI Pact. Dassault Systems quickly signed it to ensure its solutions contribute to the well-being of citizens, patients, and consumers. I'll end with 3 major trends in industrial AI. First, predictive maintenance. What does it entail? It involves anticipating machine failures. Using machine learning algorithms and IoT sensors, AI analyzes data in real time to detect anomalies and trigger maintenance before breakdowns occur. The second trend is industrial automation. Here, AI enables industrial robots to be more flexible and adaptable, going beyond programmed tasks to react to real-time situations. Thus, these intelligent robots can adjust their actions based on their environment. The third trend is supply chain optimization. AI is increasingly used to streamline the entire logistics process. This involves big data. AI anticipates disruptions, adjusts production according to demand, and can even suggest improvements or reduce costs. All these possibilities are mainly for companies of a certain size. But what about me, a SolidWorks user or an SME industrial owner? Listen, I suggest you now listen to Manish Kumar, who will shed some light for us. Manish, all yours.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the future and how technology is helping us drive that future. Now, future is a combination of three things: going from delivering products to delivering experiences, consolidating data and using it to gain insights and take decisions based on data-driven facts, and of course, augmenting your intelligence by extracting knowledge and know-how from that data with the help of AI. Now, experience for me is a moment in time where your emotions were involved and it was so overwhelming that you might remember even the minor details while it was happening. Now, if you're able to extract real emotions, you get user for a life. Are such things happening in real life? Indeed, they are. I will focus on one such story, Bastian's story. As a kid, Bastian loved soccer, but he couldn't play because of his type 1 diabetes. He always had to check his blood sugar level and take insulin shots, which made playing sports really hard for him. But then something awesome happened. Few years ago, Bastian discovered continuous glucose monitoring technology. It attaches to his body, it constantly monitors his blood sugar level and sends alerts to various devices. Even his doctors can keep track of it. It even controls insulin injectors automatically. I learned about this use of his I learned about his use of this technology and his participation in a half marathon during a chance encounter at Boston Airport. A kid who couldn't play soccer recently finished a half marathon. Now this community made it possible. You made this his dream possible. Thank you. Now let's go a bit deeper though. To change Bastian's life, someone needed to challenge the status quo. They needed to start the journey of delivering an experience of a wearable device. Now, design is definitely a very important step, and we have been there for you for the last 30 years almost, making it easier and collaborative for you to create precise virtual twins. Now, at the same time, this experience needs to be robust. You run scientific simulations in virtual environment to test robustness and performance of this experience. Our best-in-class simulation portfolio helps you deliver the right product the very first time. But is that it? Not really. Devices need to interact with other devices. Data needs to go somewhere. Access needs to be controlled. You are looking at a system of systems design. Now, something like this must have a very precise list of requirements. You must define precise tests. You have to go through stringent record management for regulatory compliance. You need to monitor tests, collect data, keep it for validation. Regulatory bodies have many requirements that you need to follow. How will you manage all these aspects? This is essentially our vision. Working together, connected by a unifying force called 3D Experience Platform, all the different brands of Dassault systems provide you with everything that you just saw. And I didn't cover clinical trials, but we have that too with Medidata. So why do we do that? Because we want you to focus on making the world a better place by delivering life-changing experiences while we take care of details for you. And of course, design is the most important part of this equation. Now, I might be slightly biased as the SolidWorks CEO, but design itself is changing. It is collaborative. Teams are dispersed. Data you create must be used in downstream operations seamlessly. Shapes, sizes of devices you use, as well as their operating systems, they are all diverse. And we recognize that. Keeping your evolving needs in mind, SolidWorks has two flavors today, with the platform and on the platform. Today, SolidWorks that you know and love comes with the platform. It's same SolidWorks, but it gives you an option to take your collaborative design needs to the next level. The other flavor comes on the platform, which is completely browser based, device agnostic, runs from anywhere on any device. Now both the flavors are here to stay. We are going forward with SolidWorks. And on our journey are 7.5 million creators who can be designers, engineers, students, entrepreneurs, and so on. Now, the next most important part of our journey is the data. Consolidation of data and extracting hidden knowledge is extremely important. Let me explain that with another story. Photos and cameras, everyone likes them, right? Photos takes us back in time. They preserve our memories. But it took Bastian weeks to retrieve those memories for yesterday's, for the story that you just saw. Now, this is a very common struggle for many of us, right? But retrieving digital memories of my kids playing their sports took me seconds. Now that made me wonder why and how. Now, our memories were shaped by limitations of film cameras, you know, the cost of each shot and the all or nothing nature of photo development. Memories were often lost in drawers, only to be stumbled upon by chance. Now look at what I found myself preparing for this presentation. A photo of me with my beautiful grandma, and yes, this is how I will look like with longer hairs. You might never see me that way though. But bottom line is, zero organization, lost jewels, this was a reality. But then digital era revolutionized photography. We embraced the freedom of taking countless photos, editing them, organizing them in folders on our computers. Yet, organizing photos remained challenging. Even with meticulous folder system that I personally devised over years, finding photos I wanted to find remained difficult. And despite all precautions, the risk of data loss loomed large. I bought a second-hand machine on eBay, kept it in the basement. I backed up my photos. But what if there was a surge which could have fried both my laptop and that device in the basement at the same exact time? Or flooding in the basement? A very upset wife for sure, right? So essentially, I was fighting to keep my data safe, searchable, reusable, and I was failing miserably. And I'm sure this is not just my story, right? You must have faced this problem. Now, the era of smart devices brought about another seismic shift. Now, everyone carries a camera, leading to an explosion of data. Organizing this vast amount of information seemed impossible. And you know what? I gave up organizing it. And my life transformed. Let me show you how. Doing nothing, I can splurge myself with cuteness galore by effortlessly going back to the time when my daughters were young. Advantage of big data, index search with options to sort based on different criteria. Then AI stepped in. Pictures know where it was taken. AI knows who is in the picture. With that, I can search for people at places. In this case, John Paulo in my village in northern India, experiencing real India and driving a tractor like a pro. Please watch. Now, AI automatically categorizes similar images. I can see all fall color photos without doing anything whatsoever. I can still categorize and create structured data, by the way, namely albums. It facilitates easy share of a bunch of photos all at once with anyone, anywhere in the world. I can use same image in two different albums without duplicating data. The need to preserve precious moments of our lives have gone through a transformation from disorganization and futile attempts to preserve and secure them to a safe, secure, and automated organization in the digital age. Result? Freedom, peace of mind. 3D Experience Platform is meant to deliver the same results to you. Freedom from handling complex, interconnected data. You don't just create photos, right? Freedom from data organization, safety, security, backup, locations, devices. We deliver AI-driven organization for your data. We allow you to focus on what truly matters to you, innovation. That's why SolidWorks either comes with the platform or on the platform to provide you with that freedom. Now you have a lot of data that can reveal insights about your business. Are you extracting the full value of that hidden knowledge? How can we help you with that? Let me show you. Imagine you are a car manufacturing company with many different models. What do you need to know? You want to know your business. Data is there. We reveal information to you. For example, who are my suppliers? How is inflation going to affect my overall cost today and tomorrow? What materials do I use today? And can I predict the price of those materials over time? AI is helping us answer those questions for you. Now life throws curveballs at you, right? What if you want to do risk analysis to run some unforeseen situations to understand how it will impact your business? For example, what if aluminum prices increase for some reason? How will it affect the bottom line? You can gain that insight with a simple what if analysis and see the results in real time. Such cost increases might be deadly for a business if not accounted for. We help you get a deeper and factual understanding of such risks. In order to mitigate risks, you need to understand which one of your products is going to be impacted the most. You must be aware of that. Can you identify components which might be the culprit and will eat your profits? With this knowledge, what corrective actions can your business take? It is almost like finding a needle in a haystack. And can you find alternative parts or alternative suppliers? We don't just help you find the needle in the haystack. We use AI to help you identify the right action that you must take. Now, I'm sure you would agree with me that it is not just about cars. Each one of you have data that can provide you with answers to questions like these or many other for that matter. What you saw is not a story, rather reality. It is made possible by consolidated data on 3D Experience Platform. 3D Experience Platform is not just a design and innovation platform, it is a truly business innovation platform. And with all the brands of Dassault Systems, we are here to help you deliver the future because, believe it or not, future is now. Now let's dive deeper into AI. AI is here to make your life easier. We have already delivered AI-powered assistance to you in past. Mate helpers, selection helpers, sketch helpers, auto detection of annotations. You already have them today. Based on how you have created sketches in past or mated parts together, AI is able to help you create them even faster. You save time, you become more productive, you focus on what you want to do most, innovation. Let me give you some more examples. The Home by Me users have created millions of virtual twins of their homes. We are able to leverage publicly shared projects, images, annotated scenes, and point cloud data to design our AI technology. We are already able to use it to generate an accurate virtual twin of a house by a simple mobile device scanning. Even generated a new furnishing proposal for a given room based on the size of the room. Or based on a user's preference, we generated multiple styling ideas to choose from. This is done to provide users with AI-generated choices and give many more ideas and help them live a more fulfilling life. Now let me show you something amazing. A year and a half back, we launched Make by Me, a free tool now used by over 180,000 makers who have created more than 80,000 different models. Using these models, we developed a new generative AI tool, and here are the results. Imagine you want to create a bookshelf. For now, our prompt is a bounding box. You create that bounding box and AI generates a bookshelf that fits in that bounding box. What you are seeing is AI generating that shelf with no manual intervention whatsoever. Now, some of you may claim that it can possibly be done with design automation, and you are right. What happened next is the interesting part. To the same model, we fed a lot of coffee tables, doing no programming whatsoever. Now we are able to generate coffee tables. Please witness the result. Done with the same bounding box prompt. This is the amazing nature of generative AI. Models can learn with new data, and it was released in Make by Me earlier this year. And perhaps this is the first generative AI modeling tool that is in production. Now, if you generate a lot of variations of similarly shaped model, you can imagine the future. Now, when I started in 1998, there were very few commands in SolidWorks. Today, we have thousands of commands. Do you spend time switching between menus, tabs, etc.? How about we give you a AI-driven self-driving mode of SolidWorks, where we can predict what command you may want to use? Where you don't spend any more time on finding commands, it simplifies experience for you even more. My team is calling it command prediction, but I'm calling it SolidWorks self-driving mode. Our intention is to make it irresistible and a very smooth design experience for you. You're always in full control though, and you can use any regular commands at any time you like. Now, has it ever happened to you where you were looking for a solution and then you saw something and got inspired? You took pictures. Then you painstakingly traced it into a sketch. This is where our next AI-driven image to sketch capability will help you to go from idea to delivering experiences faster. This is also in the category of AI providing assistance. It helps you save time and make you more productive, especially during the ideation phase. The Home by Me demo or furniture demo are examples of generative AI. Generate ideas based on past knowledge. And we are working on many more. Let me show you more examples. Drawings are driven by standards and well understood manufacturing needs. Now, using this available information, we are working to provide you with AI-driven generative drawings. You simply ask the system to generate a drawing for you. It will get created and saved on the platform. You get to see it from anywhere, from any device. But of course, you can go back to this drawing and make any manual modifications that you may want. It will help you save your precious time, but you will still be the final authority. We view generative AI as a productivity booster to help you focus more time on what you want, actually innovation. Now I'll finish with one last thing. You may have seen this announcement that we made with Mistral AI. It is a large language model capable of generating answers like ChatGPT with one difference. It can be configured such that you get to see answers that is controlled by your authorization. Data you're not supposed to see, you should not see them, right? Now, in 24X FD03, which was released July of this year, our latest release, we delivered integration of 3D Swim, which is our community's application, directly inside SolidWorks, which means anything that you can possibly do inside 3D Swim is directly at your fingertips. Now let me show you a third thing. A research that we did providing Mistral AI the data from our forum. After that, we asked it some very simple questions like you see on the screen. I'll give you a few seconds to read. You can look at the generated results. It is fluid, understandable, and human readable. Not only that it gives you that answer, it gives you its sources. Click on it and you will see where it generated that answer from. You can validate it. It came from one of our community leaders. Pretty awesome, right? We gave it many different questions and it came back with correct answers. Now, without promising anything, let me ask you a hypothetical question. Imagine Swim is embedded inside SolidWorks, which is a reality today. Now, what if I can ask questions in Swim that is processed by Mistral? Now, rather than waiting for someone to answer that question on forum, I can get an answer right away, right? Can you imagine the speed with which our users can extract existing knowledge and know-how and make learning extremely fast, it'll be available for everyone on the platform. Now you can read between the lines, right? I'm extremely excited about this prospect. Stay tuned is all I can say for now. And with that, I would say with all the brands of Dassault Systems, we are here to help you deliver the future. Believe it or not, future is now. Thank you.
Wow. I don't know how you perceived it, but what Manish just showed us impresses me. The way we work is going to radically improve. Now, let's listen to Frédéric Vacher, Director of Innovation at Dassault Systems, who is going to share what the most innovative industrial SMEs are doing with AI.
Hello, Frédéric. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
We're here today to talk about generative AI. Can you tell us a little more about Dassault Systems' strategy in this area, please?
In generative AI, there's generative and AI. Dassault Systems has been working on generative for 40 years. When we work on the 3D data model, it's to generate a plan, a machine tool code, program a robot, generate computer-generated images, technical documentation. Generative is in the DNA of Dassault Systems. AI, artificial intelligence, we've been using it for a long time. Not necessarily LLM, since that's the subject, rather current, but deep learning computer vision. We're going to work on an algorithm that will allow us to improve usage and productivity in a whole host of sectors. As you know, Dassault Systems covers 11 industries in 140 countries. We use AI, of course, for design. We've been doing generative design for some time. Or, as with Midjourney, where you prompt for an image, you'll prompt with technical specifications like dimensions, center of gravity, maximum mass, any number of characteristics you want for your part, and the solvers will calculate and generate the shape for you. We completely reverse the design process. From the specs that are prompted, we propose a solution. It's already available. Another illustration is Home by Me, an online platform for free interior design. You can test it at home. You sketch your floor plan or use your iPad to reconstruct your room in augmented reality. You select a number of photos that inspire you, that are in your style, and our AI will automatically generate the scene for you with the colors and decor furniture style. And so, this entire 3D project will be generated and you can adjust it to your taste.
So there's quite a wide range of applications.
A wide range. I think AI will help us most in the life sciences. I think that particularly in the discovery of new molecules, you know that the life sciences market is our second largest to model a molecule, certify it, and bring it to market with clinical tests. Throughout the discovery phase, the discovery drug will probably be impacted by AI, which will call on us and help us find new molecules, whether for new materials or new drugs. But you have AI just about everywhere on the Dassault Systems platform. To do AI, you need data. Obviously, you need a platform, a cloud, and algorithms. For all users already working in the cloud, obviously, it's going to make these uses easier. If you haven't already, it's now the time to use platforms, cloud in particular, or on-premise, to capitalize on your data and then exploit them. Generally speaking, we've lived through decades of people sharing data on the internet, which was very little exploited, or IT decades where big consulting firms would process your processes. And so we digitize a process on information systems. This is not productivity generation. On the contrary, often we kill agility because we're always changing the process. You have to go back to the consultants to put them back in place. We're in the generative business, we're in the innovation business, and we're going to enable you through this platform to exploit your data so already semantically. As you can see, we have a partner in Mistral AI. All the data you're going to put on the 3D Experience platform. You're going to be able to exploit them in research, talking to the assistant to reveal the data you've stored by talking to an LLM assistant.
So AI is now an integral part of Dassault Systèmes' innovation strategy.
Completely. AI is part of our strategy. And from the moment you start doing AI, you have a certain number of questions to ask yourself about the sovereignty of the platform you're working with. A partner you can trust for the long haul that can withstand geopolitical destabilization. This is important. And so, as you know, we have a division at 3DS Outscale that provides sovereign cloud services on a French and European scale and focuses more on sensitive data, so your industrial data, health data, or military data. So that's what we're talking about. And Dassault Systèmes has been a trusted partner for 40 years, industry support. And with the investments we're making in the cloud, we want to continue in that direction. You must obviously be aware of the quality of your data.
Yes. Garbage in, garbage out.
Because, exactly. And so it's important to have a curated data curriculum that will allow you to get good results. So these are important things.
Very good. So you're a part of the lab. So you founded the lab a little over 8 years ago in 2015. Can you tell us a little more about your projects that are being accelerated today by the lab and how AI is part of that? Perhaps in the decision-making process for selecting the startups that will be part of the program.
Exactly. So the 3D Experience Lab, which I founded in 2015, aims to support disruptive innovation that has a strong impact on society. Dassault Systèmes wants to help tomorrow's entrepreneurs and have a guideline for meeting our major challenges in health and especially in sustainability. Industry is going to have to transform itself, and our big challenges will only be solved by the industrial fabric that's going to be able to transform things at scale, whether in mobility, energy, pollution, or health. So the lab is there to identify upstream early stage startups. Why early stage startups? Because they have no legacy, no history. They're able to start from scratch, and therefore to go for disruptive innovation without constraints.
They're much more flexible.
Much more flexible. There aren't that many, and it's true that we at the lab use AI and data to source our projects. As we're working on impact innovation, we monitor the 17 major challenges of the United Nations, the SDGs, which we cross-reference with everything that's happening in disruptive innovation. And that gives us a selection of projects which we enter into our funnel on the platform, and which will be viewed by not only the AI, but by people, humans. Because what we're interested in and what we believe in at Dassault Systèmes is that AI is help, assistance to man. Innovation comes from man. Behind innovation projects are people. On the other hand, AI can help, particularly by processing large amounts of data, and to focus on our strong added value. So we use, for example, for sourcing, verify the qualification of the files, ask the right questions about the files that we retain. But this AI is coupled with collective intelligence. Since this is the 3D Experience Labs challenge, it is to innovate together. It is a division at Dassault Systèmes that will support early stage startups or communities, not only by giving them free software and platforms and access that not everyone can have, but above all, mentors, experts who will help in the realization of projects. And as you know, since we're in 140 countries, we cover 11 industries. We have experts on many subjects, and we have put in place a management model, a governance where each expert can spend 10% of his time on a voluntary basis to contribute to a project. And all this is done in the cloud through collective intelligence, supported by our communities and supported by our data intelligence tools, by NetVibes, who will bring all the necessary support to carry out these projects. After, from a project point of view at the lab, we have AI a little bit everywhere.
Today, there are more than 75 projects that are accelerated by the lab. And I guess you're already seeing the transformation, in fact, in industries following recent breakthroughs.
Let me give you an example. Clean Sea Solutions is a self-contained marine robot. With sensors, it will monitor what is happening on the water surface to clean up. And so it's computer vision, AI, which will give suddenly the places where the robot has to go, where there is more waste, with its pliers, go catch the waste to bring it autonomously to the port, and thus clean the ports and coasts. There, we will talk about AI on everything that assistance to an autonomous mission and decision making. You all have now, you develop products. These products are often connected or often with sensors, monitor the world and produce data. This data must be hosted. Obviously, it is an important asset. And you need trusted hosts. Then the data, you have to exploit it with algorithms to be able. So ensure that the run of this activity is used, whether for health equipment, many connected objects, to take your vital signs, for example, whether it is to clean up the oceans as clean sea. Another example.
Is there an industry precisely that is a little more advanced than others?
In health, there is a lot to do. AI is a huge driver of progress. I take this example, a French startup, Damai Medical, which we accompanied a while ago, which is now in pre-production. It is a device that allows you to scan the skin of a patient so that the dermatologist can, through deep learning, talk about different forms of AI. Deep learning is one of them. It is medical analysis that will identify patterns and potentially detect melanomas as early in the process as possible. So the earlier you detect them, the better you treat them. Here we scan the skin to the dermis. Medical imaging is analyzed by an AI and will give assistance to doctors to make decisions. So projects like that, we have a lot of them. Organ reconstruction, for example, to identify the right stent to be inserted into the patient. And so now we are going to make the AI which will match from our technology for searching for similarity of shapes. You know that on the marketplace you access through the 3D Experience platform. There are more than 60 million standard coins. And so you have an AI that allows you to do pattern recognition. And when you select a shape, you give all the similar form. So it's extremely relevant. It helps you to reduce your costs, for example, sourcing, identify all the parts that you have duplicates or that are close and could be sourced in an optimized manner. That's it, AI. It actually helps you to improve your performance.
All right. So yes, data is very important again, and AI today allows us to analyze and make decisions much faster. Do you see other use cases precisely among the startups that are accelerated?
A beautiful project that we see on this screen is virtual reality that will allow patients to experience a radiation therapy session. And so these are things that you will also be able to exploit. This experience is done on the platform with 3Dex site. So these are peripheral apps to design applications who work directly on the design model, such as the robot, which is developed by one of our clients, Accuray. This robot is called the Cyber Knife. It's the latest generation of a robot to treat in radiation therapy, so with optimum precision. And the subject of the project is not only to have the digital twin of the robot, but the virtual twin of the treatment room and protocol, so that the patient can experience treatment in virtual reality, understand it well, and not be anxious, not be stressed, because you have to know that the patient should move as little as possible during treatment. Because these machines, they process to the millimeter now. Before this machine, you had a tumor 2 millimeters from the eye, and the patient lost his eye. With this cyber knife, it treats to the millimeter, so we can treat only the tumor, but you have to keep the patient, so you have to relieve him. You don't have a pulse or a beating heart, and so to understand its treatment with virtual reality is a real asset.
Very good. So there are still, I guess, a lot of use cases and challenges to solve.
Many use cases. Dassault Systems is here to help. In summary, AI are opportunities that are brought obviously through a platform and cloud logic where you're going to work on your data. So the messages are about your data. You do have a responsibility to look at the sustainability of these data, the quality of these data, the sovereignty of the platform in time, and from a geographical point of view, especially for European players. These are important things to see to avoid hallucination problems, as seen, since the data is not good and IA must always respond. When there is not the right data set, we will answer incorrectly, obviously. And the intellectual property issues through your data or the data you will exploit are extremely important. We, Dassault Systèmes, a trusted player, are extremely vigilant on these issues. It is not about making image algorithms that allow you to remix from original images whose rights no one has looked at. Everything you will do on our platforms, and all you should do, respect the very important intellectual property issues for you industrialists.
Thank you, Frédéric. I really enjoy this conversation with concrete examples. It's clear that you have a strong grasp of the topic. I'd now like to share some very concrete ideas to help guide you on your upcoming projects with AI. Let's start by speaking to SME business owners. What is your top strategy? Are you differentiating through costs, adapting to customer demands like no other player on the market, or offering higher quality products? We've seen the benefits provided by AI in Dassault Systèmes' solutions that can address your main goals in support of your strategy. For example, productivity, product development, quick decision-making, adaptability. But you also need to check if other benefits linked to your strategy can be achieved through AI. For example, cost reduction or quality control. It will be up to you to identify this. And before you start, you'll need to weigh the benefits versus the risks. You're sending a list here that shouldn't be underestimated. Finally, you'll need to determine if you have sufficient skills in-house or if you need external assistance for this AI transformation project. The essential skills are of three types. First, there are technical skills, machine learning algorithms, AI platform expertise, data science and big data, cybersecurity, data governance. Secondly, a clear strategic vision is needed, along with project management, all aspects of change management, as there will be resistance and training for people. Your digital strategy, budget management, ROI. And lastly, and probably most importantly, solid human skills and leadership. Fostering curiosity, continuous learning, communication, and broadly speaking, human capital management. These are the keys to success. To conclude, here are our recommendations for you as an individual to delve deeper into the topic. Be curious, ask AI or the internet about the best tools available for generating, for example, a PowerPoint, creating images, or rewriting an email. This opens up new possibilities for you. Try to assess this result, challenge it with a better prompt, for instance. Ask those around you what they use, why it works, what the best way of doing it is. Challenge your habits, but also challenge your clients, colleagues, managers, so that the topic advances for everyone, as the possibilities for the industry and industrial players are immense. I hope this content has provided you with insights on this complex topic, that is artificial intelligence. The teams at Dassault Systèmes thank you for following along, and see you soon to continue innovating together.